Shalom, shalom. I'm Kaya from James Camp out here in Phoenix, Arizona. First, I want to give his all praise, glory, and honor. It's to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Rahak Kodash. Of course, I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders that have taught us this truth and rule well. I want to say shalom to the 144,000. Also want to say shalom to the speckled bird out there, even though you may look like the heathen, but are not the heathen. I want to say shalom to the Akwath and to the Akim out there. As I always say, we living in perilous times. We're living in times that prophecy. Many things are taking place. And the next thing we're about to see is that RFID microchip. Now, yes, it's all over the world in different places where every certain people have already taken this. This goes back right into Revelations 13, 16, and 17. Even though there are some camps out there talking about what is it? It's sin. The question is, how do you buy with sin? No, it's not sin. It's not sleeping with white women. Mark of the Beast is not sleeping with white women. It's not, sin because you can't buy with sin. I have a video recording. The Lord willing, y'all will be able to hear and see. And going on to this, letting YouTube know this is for educational purposes. No, this is something that everybody can find on the net. I'm not making any money from off of this or anything of the sort. It's just used as for learning purposes. So I'm gonna let this play. This is a man named Carl. I can't think of his name, Carl something. But hopefully you will be able to hear what he says. This is the creator of this. Listen to what he says. A testimony of where I lived, the people I spent my time with. I was an engineer for 32 years, and that's not important. But what is important is what I have to share with you. Many people have asked me, isn't there some way around this device, this microchip? Could a glove be made with a microchip in it so I could still get food? We have the greatest answer, and that is Jesus Christ. Well, let's stop right there. Let's stop right there. He said getting food, right? Can we do anything else like a glove of some sort so we can get food? So which lets you know that this RFID chip is for what? To get food, purchases, and whatnot. And we've been telling you, you bet not take this. Now we don't care what the heathens and all these religions and all this other stuff says. At the end of the day, you bet not take this. Now we already know the elect. Hey, the elect ain't gonna take this, but nevertheless, you know, see, this man is telling you while others are telling you it's something else. We'll let one of these Edomites talk for himself, and he's telling you what it is. I was put on a project. I had been with IBM and now I was with General Electric. The project was to develop a little microcircuit that would connect the nerve ends on a broken spine back together. This seemed like a good idea to me, and it's something that I would want to be a part of. I was a very zealous engineer. I worked very hard. I worked many long hours. I was a design engineer and used Boolean algebra, Boolean equations to design computer circuits. We were not successful with the young lady with the severed spine. And as time went along, it looked like they were going to close our project down. We had learned many things, but she was not doing well. Much of our research data had been publicized, and some men came to us that we were to find out were from the government. They were from the CIA and the FBI. And they asked us to develop a little microchip for identification. This was to be used not in human beings, not in animals, but to be put in drug shipments to catch drug dealers. They came with a lot of money, and so we were willing to do whatever we could. I want to tell you at this point that I was not a Christian, and I did not want anything to do with Christians. We had developed the first identification device, and it was completed in the early 70s. They came back to us and they said, we want something better than that. And so we said, if you have enough money, we can develop anything. I was not alone there. There were 100 people involved in the project. Some were from General Electric, some from Motorola, some were from the Bell Laboratory, some were from the Boston Medical Center, and some were from Stanford University. My responsibility was project leader or the senior project engineer. We began to work on the design of a microchip that, when it was completed, was 0.75 millimeters in diameter, 7 millimeters long. It was the size of 1/4 of a grain of rice. Again, I want to say that I was not a Christian and there were no Christians there. They said they wanted this to have a power source and be able to emit a signal. And they told us they wanted us to use lithium as a battery source. Lithium's used in watch batteries, it's used in heart pacemaker batteries, it's used in a lot of places. I designed into this microchip a little charging circuit that would charge that battery. This sounds like a lot of technical things coming together, but if you'll bear with me 1 minute, you'll see what God has laid out about this microchip. When we discovered that we needed to be able to charge that battery, I needed a temperature change, a change in temperature to cause current to flow through that little charging circuit that would charge the battery. So we began to investigate and find out where in the body does the temperature change the most rapidly. We spent over $1 million in taxpayer money, and when the results came back, there was a lot of information. We divided it up amongst 3 teams and then came back together with that information. It was determined that there were 2 places in the body that were ideal for the microchip. One was just below the hairline on the forehead. Every mother checks their child's temperature right here. So we could have paid the mothers $1 million and saved I never saw a mother check their child's temperature on their ankle. Always right here. The other place was the hand, the right hand preferred, because most people are right-handed. This didn't bother me, and it didn't bother anybody else on the team. The hand seemed a good place. Nobody wanted it here. And so the design work, everything was completed. The microchip was done. You are seeing it now on some of the Discovery Channel presentations. There are people who have received it already. It is real. It's not something that's coming way down the road. They gave me a Bible. They told me not to read the book of Revelation. They said the book of Revelation.
Now, as you see, this man created this. This is something that's been in the works for a very long time, and now it's here. The man's basically telling you this is something that you're gonna be able to buy and sell with. Now I know I'm gonna let him go. I'm gonna let him ramble on a little more. Listen to what he say. According to why they didn't want him reading the book, but the Bible. But check this out.
Is too hard to understand. So I waited, and I didn't read the book of Revelation for quite some time. Then one day I came to Revelation 13, verse 16. And he causes all, both small and great, rich
we'll
and
get
poor,
that
free
scripture
and
too.
bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. I didn't like what I saw. I went back and looked up the word mark. I went to the Strong's Concordance, and I found that John had used 3 words for the word mark. Charagma, character, and charax. That was from the Greek. I looked at those words. They talked about a scratch or an etching. They talked about a lot of things. And I said, God, this isn't it. We didn't do it. He said, go to the word for 666. The word is chixastigma. In the Greek, it says to go to 4742 as a cross. The last half of the word chixastigma. And when I looked at what it says stizo, i.e., to stick, to prick, a mark incised or punched into for recognition of ownership.
Man,
I thought
right there.
about the little injection tool. The end of it is called an incisor. I began to weep and I began to cry, and I said, "Oh God, what have we done?" I couldn't believe that this lined up with what we had developed. And I began to run from God. I didn't
Now,
run away from the church, I ran into the church.
not going back into it. See, now you got a lot of camps out there telling you that it's sin, it's sleeping with white women, it's a picture of Caesar Borgia, and all these things. And Edomite just told you what it was. We've been the elders on the highways and byways been telling for years what was coming and what it was. But see, nobody taking it serious. Like I said earlier, we're gonna get to a few scriptures. Let's go and get to the scriptures. But that was a video proving. I can't think of his name is Charles something. Let me see. So Lord, give me a minute. Maybe I can find what his name is. You know, let's see. Dr. Charles Sanders, if that's his right now. You know, an Amalekite. You know, he sat there and just told you what it was. We've been warning and warning our people of this. Now we already know 2/3 of Israel gonna take this, and we know why you're gonna take it. Because when the shit really hits the fan, the first thing you're gonna come out your mouth is, well, we gotta eat, we gotta do this, I gotta take care of my kids. God is gonna understand. No, he ain't. It's been a few scriptures, going back into when they create this, you gotta have an understand that Esau, Edom, has always been doing some stuff. Mischief. Let's see, let me let this load up, open a new tab. It's a lot here, y'all. Y'all can see all this, but let's go to what's it on here? Let's go to Google real quick. For the Blue Letter Bible. And let's see. The first scripture I want to get is was that Proverbs 4. And these devils are always doing stuff. And remember that, talk about what do we got there? You got the World Forum. You got all them Edomites pushing in all their agendas right now. They know they got a short time. You know. Let's see. Let's get a few scriptures. What are they doing? Proverbs 4:16, right? For they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall. So when you go back and look at Esau, Edom, and all the agendas and all the things he's doing right now, and all the things he's pushing, all those laws and all those wicked decrees that he's pushing. See, go back to it. For they sleep not, except they have done mischief. He's always doing mischief. He can't be trusted. Esau, Edom. You see, it was an Edomite that created that. Then he told you what it was. But anyway, let's go. Even though he wanna, he's talking about, oh, he wasn't a Christian. Now he's a Christian. Now he ran. Don't matter. Doesn't matter. At the end of the day, he created this. It is what it is. Now it's here. You heard the story. You heard what he said. He even told you what it was. How you got Bishop Nathaniel, the IUIC, and all these other characters out there telling you it's something else. You see what an Edomite said? He told you straight up, hey, this is what it is. Where it's gonna go in the right hand or the forehead. So you can do what? Buy and sell with it. Amongst many things. And we have been warning y'all of this. The apostles and elders, way before I even came along, been warning. You better not take this. Anyway, what scripture I want? I was wanting something else. Let's go to let me see. Let's go into, and I'm thinking, I hate when I have to keep doing this. But anyway, let's see. Boy, what I want. Let's go back into Google again. Something I was thinking about. Going to the Apocrypha. I should open up all these tabs and leave them open. Let's see. What is it? ECC. Oh, there it is. Ecclesiasticus. Never trust thy enemy. Let's see. Go back. Yeah, 12 verse 10. Open up. Listen what it says here. Never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Who's the enemy? Esau, Edom. You know, you call him the devil too. He's the counterpart. It doesn't take much to figure this out. It doesn't take much just to stand back and look at things. But we understand a lot of people, a lot of Israelites have been blinded. They can't even get this. They can't even understand this. You know, because scriptures even go into it too that woe to them that go down to Egypt for help. And who's going to be going down to Egypt for help? To the government. I mean, it don't take much. Look at our people today. You're falling behind Trump, falling behind Joe Biden, chasing behind Edomites, the Idumeans, chasing right behind them. And all they're going to do is lead them right to death. Matter of fact, what is that? Ezekiel 35? Is that Ezekiel 35 and 5? For he has a perpetual hatred. And our people think these people are our friends. People don't love you. But see, that's 2/3, that's running down to Esau Edom. And this is what Esau Edom want to put in you. What do you think about the world forum and all the things they pushing? What is it? What is that other dude? Bill Hates. What do you think he's doing? Hmm? I had another video too. Whoa, and maybe I can catch it, Lord willing. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Because I think it was the economic forum, and that woman told you exactly what they're about to do. They don't care no more. They ain't hiding. They letting everybody know, like, hey, this is what the deal is. But see, right now, everybody's worried about the mirth and the circus and the bullshit. Best believe when this come, people gonna take notice. It's gonna be too late. In just a moment, y'all bear with me. I gotta go through my phone to find it. Now, hopefully, I can find it because she was definitely going in. Oh, let me see. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. And, sometimes they take it off too. Let me see if this is it. I had found it on TikTok. Here it is. Doing a soft coup,
and the idea is to create a whole new set of laws and ignore the existing human rights laws and other laws under the pretext
Okay.
of
So let's stop that right there. So that just let you know she just basically told you American people that your constitution ain't shit. Basically is what she's telling you. A new set of laws. What does the scripture say? Never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. Shows you, man. Man, you devils telling on himself. Let's get back to it.
pandemic preparedness and the biosecurity agenda. The WHO is developing through all its nations, but with the WHO directorate in the United States in charge, a pandemic treaty and amendments to the existing international health regulations that will remove the human rights protections currently embedded in the IHRs, will enforce surveillance, censorship,
Man,
get rid of freedom of speech, require governments to censor and only push a single narrative. Also, we will be subject, if they can make this work, to vaccines developed in 100 days, which the organization CEPI is planning to do. And one of the people who founded CEPI was Jeremy Farrar, who is now
that
the chief
devil,
scientist at the WHO
Jeremy
to bring this
Farrar.
forward. Other things
They
that
all devils.
amendments do is to
You
bind
see,
the
you
states
listen. If
so
you
they have
listening,
no
you see
longer
the wickedness of it.
recommendations
You
but
hear it.
enforceable edicts. Provide a liability shield, get rid of intellectual property rights, move supplies from one country to another, enforce digital passports, and the Director General of WHO can
Okay. Enforce digital passports too. What comes with that digital passport? You may ask. That RFID microchip. See, now you see the wickedness of Esau Edom. It's to the point where Esau Edom is just putting it in front of you now. But see what he do, how you do you is what? He put it in front of you, but he makes sure there's a football game. He makes sure there's a concert. He makes sure there's a Grammys. He makes sure whatever else is going on. The same thing they did in Rome. Same thing they did in Rome. It's the same tactics that they did in Rome. What did they do? When they wanted to push laws and decrees, what did they do? They had the bread and circus going. They had the games going. While everybody else was paying attention to the games, they were making wicked decrees. You see, Esau shows you what he is. He a devil. He a straight out devil. It is what it is. Let's get to some more scriptures, right? There's some more scriptures because I want to play all these videos and hopefully I don't get a strike for it because these are educational purposes videos. Not making no money off of it. YouTube. Everybody can see it. Everybody can go on there and get it. It ain't no misinformation. It's the information that's out there. They are speaking out of their own mouths. All I'm doing is just showing it. So hopefully I don't get a strike. But nevertheless, let's get them scriptures. So, let's go into the book of Revelation, right? Let's go there. I go right back through this. So out here, y'all, with my not opening tabs self. Let's go to blue. We'll go to blue letter. Of course, that gentleman or that man there, with making the chip and whatnot. He was gonna go through a few scriptures to even go into that because he knew what was built, what they made. Uh, 13. We're gonna go to Revelations right into what he was reading from. You always bring it out. This proves it again. You cannot buy with sin. Ain't nobody on this planet ever went to Walmart and would say, I've sinned up a storm. Let me go and get them cookies. Never. It's going to be Revelation chapter 13 and verse 16. And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark. Well, who causes all? Esau, Edom does. The Edomites. Through his system, what he's about to do. Right? And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Where does the chip? Where does the chip go? Either your right hand or your forehead, right? And that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. What? Had the mark. What is the mark for? What is the RFID microchip for? To buy, sell, and all those things, make purchases, plus other things, because they gotta woo you with the dumb shit. Oh, you can open up your house, you can open up your car door, Guess what? You go to the hospital and they can scan your hand and they know everything about you. You don't need a wallet no more. You don't need a driver's license. Do you see it? And the man told you it's out of for what? Total what? Control. Something called New World Order. See, this devil wants what? Control. He wants to be like God. What is that? Second Thessalonians? Is that Second Thessalonians 2:4? Matter of fact, let me see. Let me look real quick. Was it First Thessalonians? Get a few scriptures going. Nope, be quiet, lady. It's enough of that. Let's see. Because she's gonna go on and on. But hey man, she letting the cat out the bag for real. That let you know right out the back. Esau don't care no more. He like, man, screw it. Yeah. He like, yeah, I'm the devil, and what? What you gonna do about it? See, that's what comes with that draconian law. Either you gonna lay down and get down. Revelation 12, verse 12. I want to say that's Second Thessalonians 2:4. Is that what I'm looking for? Yep. And so it's actually Second Thessalonians 2:4, and it says, "Who opposes and exalts himself above all that is called God or that is worshipped, so that he, as God, sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God." Who is that? Esau Edom. He got a God complex. He wants New World Order. He wants full control. Technically, you know what he really wants? The birthright. That's what he's aiming for. The birthright. You got to go back into what is that, Genesis? You got to go back to the birthright. What happened with Esau? Not Esau. Yeah, Esau and Jacob. This goes all the way back to that story. Now the devil's understanding that his story is coming to an end, and Jacob's is going to begin. So he's trying to find any kind of way for that not to happen. But oh well, it ain't gonna go the way he thinks. It's inevitable. Jacob's time is coming, no matter what this devil try to do. He has bounds that he can't pass. But anyway, what scripture I was thinking? So that was one that's going somewhere else. I was thinking, oh, let's go to in Revelations, right? Let's go to another scripture. Let's go get a few scriptures in Revelation. There was something else I was thinking about I wanted to show y'all. And I just can't just went off. Oh, all right, let's go to Revelation real quick. Again. Over there. Revelation, what I want. Matter of fact, you know what? Let's go out real quick. I'm gonna show y'all something if I can find it. So I can for all the jumping around. Let the Google. Let's see what we get when we put this in. Pictures and stuff, because pictures are 1,000 words. A lot of people learn by that way too, is looking at the pictures. What is it? Let's see what it comes up. Right in front of your face. Yeah. 100% truth. Love it. Look at all this. I'm gonna have to ask Bishop Nathaniel. Nate, where's it at, Nate? Where's the part of sleeping with white women, Nate? Where's the part of, oh, it's sin? It's June, remember? There ain't gonna be no Jacob trouble. Said, and you remember what he said about this? This wouldn't happen. I'm trying to look for. Matter of fact, it was a. Huh. Let's just hit this real quick. See what it do. I'm not about to read all that. Let's see. It tells you what it is. I'm looking for when it goes into what it's going to be used for. Unlike a barcode tag does not mean within line. Okay. Well, it do tell you some of it. It's a transponder, of course. Automatic identification. Yep. So automatic identification. So when they scan it, tells you exactly who you are. So they talking about it goes in animals. But okay, it goes in. Let's see. Let's say about the radio frequency. Let's go back. Let's go here. Let's see what we got. Oh, there it is. See? And the man said, what? It's about the size of what? A grain of rice. And it goes in the right hand. So now do you see? Pictures are 1,000 words. I'm showing you the pictures right on Google. Tells you. Then you talked about the is it Koroks, or how when they poke you with the basically the needle, the syringe stabs you and they shoot it in. Matter of fact, do they have a picture of that? Sometimes they show that. Here it is. Here's one. Ugh, hey, look at that. Hopefully they'll upload. I just want the picture, but see if they show. Um, y'all just trying to hit the picture to show it. So we can give it a moment and see if it'll. There it is. Look at that. See it? You see it for yourself how they do it, how they put it in you. I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen if you take this too. We'll go to them scriptures. All right, let's go off of here. All right, let's go off of here and close that. And let's go right back into the blue letter. Let's go back to some scriptures. So I'm just jumping around, just showing y'all some things, you know. So what scripture I wanted? Let's go back to the blue letter. Say, man, this is not hard to understand, but and a lot of people gonna take this. Like I said, we ain't worried about the heathens and other people. Well, you know, we don't want no blood on our hands, so we still tell the house of Israel. And we know what 2/3 is going to do, but they hear this message. You know, they click on it, they listen, and then they dart off like, they don't care. Okay. You was told, though. What scripture I want? I was thinking Revelations. Oh, get Revelation chapter. What's going to happen? What's going to happen to those that take this? 16, right? Let's get 16. What's going to happen? See, a lot of people in different places right now do have this, but this is what's coming for they behind. Listen to this. This is Revelation 16 and verse 2. Let's go there and let's see what it says. And the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worshipped his image. Well, what you gonna have? A noisome, grievous sore. That reminds you of something that's open and pus is oozing out of it and it's painful. This is what's coming for all those that took it. All those are like, oh, it's the new next best thing, and they're so happy. All those that have sided with Esau, Edom. These are the things that are about to come. Matter of fact, what other scripture I wanted? Let's see. Revelation. We're gonna stay in Revelation for a minute. Was that Revelation? Let's go to 19 in verse 20. Let's go to chapter 19. Look, see for yourself. Showing you. You take this crap, that's your ass. Excuse my French. It is what it is. It's going to be Revelations 19 and 20. You can see it. And the beast was taken, and with him the false prophets that wrought miracles before him, with which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast, and them that worshipped his image. These both were cast alive into a lake of fire, burning with brimstone. That lake of fire is what? Those nukes. When World War III take completely off and they shoot all them nukes, this is where they're going to be. The false prophets Them lying Israelites out there, plus those in the Christianity in those churches, them false prophets, right? You know, the Edomites and the rest of them that brought this into fruition and said it's miracles, because you know Elon Musk has had something to do with this too. I'm not leaving that devil out neither. Everybody getting hit today. That devil did him too. What? Because he's selling things as miracles. Oh, guess what? If we put this chip in you and we put Neuralink and all these things in you, you'll be able to walk again if you're a paraplegic. You'll be able to see again if you're blind. Who do you think they trying to be? Go back to what is it, Second Thessalonians 2:4. This devil trying to be like y'all about y'all shop. They've all said it. That big nose Ferrari or whatever his name is, Harari or whatever, saying we don't need God. We're more advanced. Can't wait for y'all to get that devil. That's a proud devil. Matter of fact, I hope that he go down into them bunkers. Yeah, we get him later. Yeah, we gonna get him. But anyway, let's move on. Another scripture I wanted. I'm thinking now. Let's go to Revelation. Since we're in Revelation, let's go to another scripture. Revelation 20 and 10. Go there. What's gonna happen? Hmm? What's gonna happen? This is Revelation 20 and 10. And the devil that deceived them. Well, let's stop right there, because when you say devil, everybody think something with horns and a tail and a pitchfork. No. The devil he's talking about is Esau, Edom, the Idumeans, the Edomites, so-called Caucasians today. They call themselves white people. And let's go and get this out the way real quick too. Just because somebody's skin color don't make them an Edomite. They can have blonde hair, blue eyes, and all that. Don't make them an Edomite. There's a whole lot of Edomites that are chocolate covered, looking dark as me. So let's not get caught on any kind of colors, just letting you know. So anyway, going back to Revelation 20 and 10. And the devil that deceived them, that devil is Esau, Edom. It don't take much to see it. You seen what they did in the World Forum. You seen what the lady said. You seen what Charles, Carls, or whatever his name is. So like I'm bad with names. Mr. Sanders or whatever. What he said. And he created it. Then you see what Proverbs 4 and 16 said. What? They do mischief. And see, then you start seeing Elon Musk and stuff. They're trying to sell it to people as the new best thing. And it's death. It is what it is. Let's go to scriptures. Listen. Revelations 20 and 10. And the devil that deceived them was cast into the lake of fire and brimstone, where the beast and the false prophets are, and shall be tormented day and night forever and ever. That's what's going to happen. They're going to burn smooth, clean up when them nukes hit. Matter of fact, let's go to another scripture, right? Let's go into, that's Isaiah. Is that Isaiah 1? Isaiah 14. Is Isaiah 14? Put Isaiah 14 real quick. It'll be Isaiah 14. And let's go down to verse 16. This is that devil. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man? Stop. Let that sink in for a minute. It say spirit creature. What does it say? The counterpart is who? Esau, Edom. Is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms? When he did his bombs and was that World War One and all that? What he did over there, was that China or Japan or wherever? When all them bombs, he dropped them bombs and stuff and shook the world. The bombs that he made. That was at Oppenheimer, the nuclear bomb. What is it, Fat Boy and something else? Shook kingdoms. Who did it? See, lets you know the counterpart, Esau Edom, he's the devil. And they're gonna look right at him. Is this the man that did all those things? Saying. So you have an understanding who this is talking about. It's talking about Esau Edom, right? Matter of fact, let's go to another scripture. Let's go back to the book of Revelation. It wasn't meant to be long. So lock here for, I try to play some of the videos so y'all can see for yourselves. Revelations, thinking 21. So you see what the scriptures say. If any, that crap, dang that. Let's see. Revelation 21, and I was thinking, so this is Revelations, right? So Revelation 21 and 7. He that overcometh shall inherit all things, and I will be his God, and he shall be my son. Right? But this is gonna happen to the others, and there'll be those that won't take it, but they're heathens and everything else, right? But the fearful and unbelieving and the abominable and the murderers and the whoremongers and the sorcerers and the idolaters and all liars shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death. Well, that lets you know, like I told you earlier, we can care less about heathens and anybody else that take that mess. We already know where they headed. We ain't worried about it. But a warning goes out to the house of Israel once again. And that chip, is right down the street. Ain't around the corner, it's down the street. It's a house down. These are the things that are coming. You heard what the lady said. You heard that Edomite lady said. You heard what the Edomite man said that created the chip. He was bringing out scriptures and he freaked out. But nevertheless, another warning goes out. Well, I'm going to say this. I hope you was edified. I'm going to give all praise, glory, and honor. It's to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rahakwadash, Shalom.